On August the 4th, a packet of fondant fancies was stolen from Mrs. Markham's cake shop. It was the worst crime committed in Langston all year. Even in the troubled 21st century, our village remained a haven of peace and tranquillity. And perhaps the most peaceful and tranquil place of all was Langston Public Library, where I worked with my sister, Margaret.
Excuse me, do you have webbed toes and other abnormalities of the feet?
I believe there's a copy in the medical section, Dr. Fish. I'll go and have a look.
Although our work afforded us little in the way of excitement, we never allowed ourselves to grow bored. If time hung heavily on our hands, we simply reached for a volume of our favourite detective writer.
You can't beat a good Agatha Christie, can you, Dorothy?
Quiet, dear, I'm trying to read. The elegantly plotted crimes investigated by Miss Marple seemed far removed from our everyday lives. Or so we thought. But something was about to happen which would change forever how we viewed our placid community. Murder was coming to Langston.
Murder by the Book by Stephen Sheridan.
Oh, it's a disgrace! An utter disgrace!
I've made your toast and marmalade.
Put down the tray and pour me a cup of tea.
Yes, Uncle Ernest.
And when you've finished, you can take a look at this morning's Herald.
Can't you just read it to me?
Oh, for pity's sake, Colin, surely you can manage a simple newspaper article on your own.
I'll do my best, but you may have to help me out with some of the longer words.
There's a feature on Langston Public Library. Apparently, it's about to celebrate its 100th birthday.
Oh, yes.
There's even going to be a little reception to mark the event.
That's nice. Will you be going?
Going? Are you trying to be funny?
No, I just thought that,
I own Langston's only bookshop, you half-wit. Every time somebody uses that library, I lose out on a sale. The last thing I want to do is celebrate the fact that it's still open.
I wish you wouldn't call me names.
What?
I know I can be a little slow sometimes, but it isn't fair to keep on calling me a half-wit.
Oh, stop giving yourself airs and graces. You're as thick as a concrete slab, and don't you forget it.
No, Uncle Ernest. Sorry, Uncle Ernest. Would you like me to see who's at the front door?
No, Colin. I'd like you to stand on your head in the corner. Of course I'd like you to see who's at the front door. And be quick about it. We're due at the bookshop in another 20 minutes.
Hold on, I'm just coming.
Good morning, Colin. Is your uncle at home?
Who is it?
Mrs. Shelton from next door.
You've come to complain about the television again. You're wasting your breath.
You needn't worry, Mr. Pepper. I've bought myself a pair of earplugs. I just thought you might want these.
What are they?
A couple of letters addressed to you. The postman delivered them to my house by mistake.
He's always doing that. He gave us a couple of yours the other week.
Really? I shall be having words with his mother the next time we play bridge. I trust you kept them.
I'm afraid not. We don't all have time to redirect other people's mail.
I beg your pardon?
I'm really sorry, Mrs. Shelton, but Uncle Ernest made me tear them up.
I'd kill him. May God strike me down if I don't.
Mrs. Shelton! Mrs. Shelton! Wait!
I'm sorry, Colin, but if you've been sent to apologise, you are wasting your time.
I know you're upset, but I wanted to give you these. Don't tell Uncle Ernest, but I didn't tear them up.
Oh, you are a good boy, Colin. Mr. Pepper doesn't deserve you.
I'm sorry if he made you angry. I don't know why he does it.
Well, he's an absolute monster. It's as simple as that. But he'll get his comeuppance. And sooner than he thinks.
Isn't it quiet? We can't have lent out more than half a dozen books all morning.
No, I'm afraid people aren't as interested in reading as they once were. Even Major Blewett tells me that he's bought himself a PlayStation.
Perhaps the local authority will allow us to stock games for it.
I hardly think so, dear. They still haven't forgotten what you did with their consignment of DVDs.
How was I to know they weren't to be used as ornamental placemats? I'd never seen a DVD before.
At least when people do rediscover the joys of reading, we'll be their first port of call. The only other purveyor of books in Langston is Ernest Pepper, and who in their right mind would want to visit him?
Where do you want these?
Put them in the corner. Then go out the back and tidy the stockroom.
Can't I take a rest? I've been carrying around boxes all morning.
Now, stop feeling sorry for yourself. A spot of hard work never killed anyone.
No, Uncle Ernest.
And don't lean on the counter. There's a customer in the shop.
Excuse me. I wonder if you can help.
Certainly, sir. What would you like?
I've just got back from university. My tutor says there are 1 or 2 books I need to buy.
1 or 2? Oh, excellent.
Here, he's written me out a list.
Oh, thank you. Critical Approaches to Shakespeare. Oh, that sounds familiar.
So, which university are you at?
Don't bother the customers, Colin.
Sorry, Uncle Ernest.
Ah, yes, here we are. I knew we had it in stock.
Oh, terrific. Can I take a look?
Certainly.
Ah,
What's the matter?
25 quid. Isn't that a little steep?
On the contrary, it's a perfectly fair price. This is an antiquarian bookshop, not a branch of Oxfam.
I know it is, but I've used up my student loan already.
Have you thought of trying the library?
I'm sorry?
They've got thousands of books, haven't they, Uncle Ernest? And they don't cost a bean.
I thought I told you not to bother the customers.
My parents have only just moved to Langston. I didn't think anywhere so small would have its own library.
No, it's a complete waste of space, believe me. They won't have a thing you're looking for.
Even so, it's got to be worth checking them out.
But what about Critical Approaches to Shakespeare?
You better put it back on the shelf. There's no point in paying 25 quid if I can get it for nothing.
Well, I hope you're satisfied.
What's the matter, Uncle Ernest?
Langston Library already steals away most of my customers. Was it really necessary to send them one of the few I had left?
He didn't have any money. You heard what he said.
Oh, he was bluffing, you half-wit. A 5-year-old child could see that.
Don't call me a half-wit. If you say that one more time, I'll...
You'll what?
Nothing.
Exactly. You're almost as big a coward as you are a fool. Now, get out the back and tidy the stockroom. I don't want to set eyes on you again until we close.
Here we are, dear. Critical Approaches to Shakespeare. Oh, it's a little worn around the edges, I'm afraid.
Well, at least you've got it. That's the main thing.
Of course, if you want to borrow it, you'll have to join the library.
Well, that's all right. I filled in the application form already.
Oh, that's very resourceful of you, dear. Robin Ringwood. Oh, what a charming name.
We may have to order 1 or 2 of the other titles on your list. If you leave us your number, we'll phone you when they arrive.
This place is better than I expected. The old guy in the bookshop made it sound like a complete dump.
Oh, you don't want to take any notice of Mr. Pepper, dear. He's a notorious liar.
Dorothy, I think that's a little strong.
No, Margaret, don't be so wet. He's the most hated man in Langston, and you know it.
He's certainly rather a bully, I'm afraid.
Oh, he's worse than that. He's an utter tyrant. When I think of the way he treats his poor sweet nephew, I could quite happily strangle him with my bare hands.
I'm starting to wish I hadn't mentioned him. I thought you'd all get on together like a house on fire. After all, you are in the same trade.
Don't say that. We want our books to provide people with pleasure and information. Ernest Pepper is only interested in how much his are worth.
Yeah, well put, Margaret. You're absolutely right. You and I have nothing in common with that horrible man.
So, what would you pay me for a first edition? I see. Not bad.
Uncle Ernest?
What is it? I'm on the telephone.
It's almost closing time. Can I come out of the stock room?
I'll call you back. I've got to shut up the shop.
What would you like me to do? Fetching the books on the table outside?
Yes, and make sure you don't drop any.
I won't. Well, why are you always criticising me?
Because you're a half-wit. It's the only way you'll ever learn.
You've said it again.
Said what? Oh, stop gibbering, boy.
I told you not to call me a half-wit, but you just wouldn't listen. Well, you've said it for the last time.
What you talking about? What are you going to do?
Something I should have done years ago. I'm sorry, Uncle Ernest, but you're never going to torment me again.
Oh, drat this computerised system.
What's the matter, dear? Won't it come on?
Oh, running a library never used to be this difficult. When we first started, all you needed was a rubber stamp, an ink pad, and a nice box of index cards.
Perhaps you'd better call out the engineer.
Oh, certainly not. He's got tattoos on his forearms, and you know how I feel about them.
But, Dorothy, we're open in 10 minutes.
Well, you'd better make yourself useful, then. Oh, there's a terrible draft blowing around my kidneys.
Someone's left a window open in the crime section. I'll go and shut it.
Oh, there's definitely something wrong with this mouse. I keep on clicking away, but nothing seems to happen.
Dorothy!
No, it's all right. I can see the problem. The wires come unplugged at the back.
Quickly, Dorothy! Call the police!
Margaret, whatever's the matter? Why, you're as white as a sheet.
It's Ernest Pepper. I just found him in the crime section.
But we're not open yet. I hope you asked him to leave.
I couldn't. You don't understand. He's dead.
Dead?
And there's blood everywhere. Oh, Dorothy, I think he's been murdered.
We'll have to wait for the pathologist's report, but it looks as though he was killed by a single blow to the back of the head. Are you getting this?
Single blow to back of head. Yes, sir.
But why was he murdered in our library? That's what I don't understand. He always used to say that he wouldn't be seen dead in the place.
I take it these are the policemen you called in?
Yes, that's right, dear. The one examining the body is Detective Inspector Cornish, and the one with the notebook is Detective Sergeant McBride.
I'm sorry I wasn't here to welcome you in person, gentlemen. I had to go and sit out the back with my head between my knees.
Now, there's no need to apologise, madam. You can't help being squeamish.
No, the Detective Sergeant is quite right, dear. It's just another of your failings.
How familiar were you with the deceased?
I'm sorry?
He had a glass eye, didn't he?
That's right, Inspector, but how did you know?
I've just found it lying under one of these shelves.
Poor Mr. Pepper. It must have been knocked out when he was struck from behind.
Can you think of anyone who might have wanted to kill him?
Well, it's hard to think of anyone who wouldn't. He was hardly the most popular man in Langston, I'm afraid.
Oh?
Even Dorothy recently said that she'd like to strangle him with her bare hands.
Did she now?
That was just a figure of speech, Inspector. I didn't really mean it.
I take it you do have an alibi for the time of the murder?
If he was killed yesterday night, then I was tucked up in bed with a moving finger.
The moving finger?
One of Miss Marple's most baffling cases. Are you a fan of Agatha Christie, Inspector?
No, I'm not. She always makes her policemen look like pea-brained incompetents.
Careful, sir. You're, kneeling in the victim's blood.
Oh, damn.
But I can assure you that I wasn't anywhere near the scene of the crime when Mr. Pepper was murdered.
I don't suppose you were, madam. McBride will need to take a formal statement from you nonetheless. But before he does...
Yes?
See if you can rustle me up a cloth, will you? I've just had these trousers dry cleaned.
I knew it! I knew he was the killer right from the start.
You haven't finished the moving finger already. I'm only halfway through the murder at the vicarage.
That's because you're a plodder, dear. Father always said so.
I'm not a plodder, Dorothy. I just like to take my time.
Oh, well, I may as well go and prune the roses for half an hour. They look as though they need it.
I do wish you wouldn't stand in front of the window, dear. You're blocking all the lights.
Oh, I think we're about to receive another visit from those police officers. Their car's just pulled up outside.
I can't say I cared much for Inspector Cornish. He seemed a trifle brusque.
Policemen aren't as well-mannered as they were in Miss Marple's day, I'm afraid. I heard a detective constable say sod it the other night on Midsummer Murders.
Good evening, ladies. Do you mind if we come in?
Of course not, Inspector. Margaret will pour you both a glass of sherry wine.
We won't stay long, but we do have a bit of good news for you.
Oh?
Yes, sir. We finished our work at the library, so you can open it up again tomorrow morning.
Oh, thank heavens for that. We haven't known what to do with ourselves all day.
We do need to ask you a few more questions, though.
There you are, gentlemen. Drink up.
Thank you very much.
What can you tell us about Colin, Mr. Pepper's nephew?
Oh, he's a delightful boy. Not especially bright, of course, but no worse than Margaret.
Dorothy.
He's lived with his uncle since his parents died.
We understand that Mr. Pepper didn't treat him very well.
Well, you'll have to ask him about that.
We'd love to, but unfortunately he's, disappeared.
Disappeared?
Yes, we spoke to a Mrs. Shelton, his next-door neighbour. She says no one set eyes on him since yesterday evening.
Surely you don't think he's implicated in the murder?
Maybe his uncle bullied him once too often and sent him over the edge. It happens all the time, doesn't it, McBride?
Yes, sir.
Well, I've never heard of anything so absurd. If Colin was going to murder his uncle, why on earth would he choose to do it in our library?
No doubt he'll furnish us with a full explanation when we catch up with him. And that's where you come in.
I'm not sure I follow.
We aren't going to find him until we know what he looks like. So there's something we need you to do.
That wasn't a very accurate description, was it?
I'm sorry.
Well, Colin doesn't have a ginger afro or a waxed moustache.
I know he doesn't. I deliberately misled Inspector Cornish to throw him off the scent.
But isn't that illegal?
Well, Colin's a sweet boy, but very naive. And if the police get hold of him, he'll say whatever they want.
Poor Colin. I only wish we could do more to help.
Perhaps we can. Who's our favourite writer?
Agatha Christie, of course.
And who's our favourite detective?
Miss Marple.
And what would Miss Marple do if a murder was committed right under her nose?
She'd try to catch the killer. But surely you're not suggesting that...
Do you think Colin murdered his uncle?
Of course not. He wouldn't harm a fly.
Then it's up to us to find out who did.
We can't do that. We're members of the public.
Oh, you're forgetting, dear, so was Miss Marple.
But we could be placing ourselves in the most terrible danger.
Oh, no, don't be so wishy-washy, Margaret. If we don't help him, Colin will probably spend the rest of his life locked up in jail.
Oh, we don't have any choice then, do we? It's up to us to save the day.
That's the spirit. I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Everything's so confusing, though. Where on earth are we going to start?
At the same place as every other detective, dear. The scene of the crime.
Have you found anything yet?
Oh, it's very dark under these shelves. I knew I should have brought a torch.
What are you doing on your hands and knees? Have you dropped something?
Oh, hello, Robin.
I wanted to know if you had a book in stock. But if you're busy...
We won't be a moment, dear. We're just looking for clues.
Looking for clues?
I expect you've heard that Mr. Pepper was murdered here the other night.
Well, of course I have. It's all over the papers.
Well, Dorothy thinks that the police are pursuing the wrong man. So we've decided to catch the killer ourselves.
You can't be serious. You're librarians, for pity's sake.
There is nothing wrong with being a librarian, dear.
I didn't mean it like that.
Oh, help me up, will you? My lumbago's giving me...
I just don't think you should be involving yourselves in murder cases, that's all. I'm sure the police know what they're doing.
You obviously haven't met them.
Dorothy was hoping she might find some evidence they'd overlooked.
That's hardly likely, is it? Their forensics team will have gone over the site with a fine-tooth comb.
You think we're being ridiculous, don't you? You think we're just a pair of foolish old women.
Stop trying to make me feel guilty. You know I don't think anything of the kind.
Then why don't you do something to help us?
I'm sorry, but I'm not going to encourage you to meddle. Although...
Yes, dear?
I'll probably regret saying this, but there is something you could try. Have you ever heard of America's flagging program?
I don't think so, dear. But it sounds very festive.
Apparently, the FBI used to monitor all the books that people borrowed from libraries. If someone kept on taking out books on murder, they knew they might have a killer on their hands. I saw about it in a film.
Really, dear? Which one?
Oh, never mind that, Margaret. I think I can see what Robin's driving at.
You must have records of every book you've lent out over the last 6 months. If you go through them all, you may find a clue to the killer's identity.
I don't know. That sounds rather complicated to me.
Oh, don't be such a defeatist, Margaret. It's a wonderfully simple idea. All we have to do is call up our records on the library's computer. What could be more straightforward than that? Oh, damn and blast!
Language, Dorothy.
I've been sitting at this keyboard since we closed. Why does modern technology have to be so difficult?
Perhaps if you tried pressing the button in the corner.
Oh, I hardly think so, dear. If I can't access our records, I don't hold out much hope for you.
There.
Oh.
I asked Robin to show me what to do whilst you were fetching him that book.
No, I'm surprised he confided in you. I thought I was the one he liked.
If you hold down the scroll key, you can run through the entire list.
Oh. I see Major Lewis borrowed the Kama Sutra again.
I'm surprised he's still interested at his age. He must be 80 if he's a day.
Yes, it's no wonder his limp's been getting so bad. Hello. What have we here?
What is it?
The Murderer's Handbook, the People Who Get Away with Murder, and the Oxford Anthology of Real-Life Crime.
Oh, Dorothy, I think we're making progress.
And they've all been borrowed by the same person. Mrs. Amelia Shelton.
Amelia Shelton?
Yes, dear. Ernest Pepper's next-door neighbour.
She isn't answering, Dorothy. She can't be in.
Well, I hope her stair lift hasn't jammed again. She was stuck in mid-air for 6 hours last week.
It's all right. I think I can hear her coming.
Now, remember, we just want to look around for clues. We mustn't say anything to make her suspicious.
We'll be lucky if she lets us into the house at all.
You needn't worry about that. I've thought of the perfect excuse to get us inside.
I'm sorry, but they don't appear to be on the shelf.
Well, perhaps you put them somewhere else.
I must say, I am a little surprised by your visit. I hadn't realized that librarians collected overdue books in person.
Oh, it's a new policy, isn't it, Margaret?
Is it? I mean, yes, dear, it is.
And yours should have been back last week.
Perhaps I'd better check in the conservatory.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Shelton.
I've a feeling I may have left them next to the chaise longue.
I told you I'd get us inside. Now go and stand by the door, Margaret. I want to know the instant she comes back.
Why? What are you going to do?
I'm going to search the room for incriminating evidence, of course.
I'm sorry, dear, but I find it hard to believe that Mrs. Shelton's a cold-blooded killer. She used to play the cymbals with the Salvation Army.
Living next door to Mr. Pepper would probably drive anyone to murder. Oh, perhaps it was a crime of passion.
A crime of passion?
Well, Mrs. Shelton's been a widow for nearly 20 years, and Mr. Pepper wasn't entirely unattractive, in a very poor light.
Don't you think you're getting a little carried away with yourself? You haven't a scrap of proof.
Ah, now, haven't I? How do you explain this?
What is it?
A postcard from Burnham-on-Sea. It's hard to decipher the childish handwriting, but I think it's from Colin.
No.
It's addressed to his Uncle Ernest. He says he's well, and tells him not to worry.
Does he say where he's living?
Flat 7 Seaside Towers, the Parade.
I don't understand, Dorothy. Why would Colin send a postcard to a dead man?
Oh, that's a very good question. And more to the point, what was it doing in Mrs. Shelton's bureau?
The postman delivered it to my house by mistake.
Oh.
Yes, he's always doing things like that.
Oh, Mrs. Shelton. Oh, you made me jump. I hadn't expected you back so soon.
Evidently. May I ask why you've been going through my personal effects?
Oh, yeah, we recognised the view of Burnham Pier and we wanted a closer look.
Well, it arrived in the post this morning. I haven't decided what to do with it yet.
Aren't you going to give it to the police?
And help them find Colin? Certainly not.
Well, you don't think he killed his uncle, then?
The whole thing's absurd. That dreadful little inspector will probably decide that I did it next.
Oh, I'm sure no one could ever think that, Mrs. Shelton.
Yes, well, you don't sound entirely convinced. I hope you're not implying that I could have...
No, of course not.
Good.
Dorothy just wants to know why you've been reading all those books on murder.
Thank you, Margaret. That was very tactful.
I can't say I care for being questioned in my own home, but, if you must know, I needed them for my work.
Your work, Mrs. Shelton?
Yes. I'm preparing a lecture.
A brief history of murder.
Now, will you join me in a glass of brandy?
Honestly, Dorothy, I still can't believe it.
I suppose we should have guessed, really. Mrs. Shelton has always been a big noise in the Women's Institute.
At least we know why she's been reading up on the subject.
Oh, we know a great deal more than that, dear. Look.
Colin's postcard.
I slipped it into my pocket while Mrs. Shelton wasn't looking.
You've always been light-fingered, Dorothy. Don't think I never guessed who used to swipe all my dolly mixtures when we were young.
Drink up, dear. Then I think we ought to turn in. We have a busy day ahead of us tomorrow.
Oh?
As soon as the library closes, we are going to Burnham. I think it's time we heard Colin's side of the story.
He can't be at home. We've been ringing his doorbell for hours.
I do wish you wouldn't exaggerate, dear. If I've told you not to do it once, I've told you a million times.
Yes?
Colin! Whatever's happened? You look terrible.
Have you got the police with you?
Of course not. We're just here to visit.
Then I suppose you'd better come in.
You could do with a shave, dear. When did you last take a bath?
I can't remember. It's hard to care when the police think you've killed someone.
You've heard about Mr. Pepper, then?
I found out just after I sent him that postcard. I bought myself some fish and chips, and when I got back, I saw that they'd been wrapped up in Uncle Ernest's face.
Yes, I'm afraid his murder generated a lot of coverage in the press. How much were you able to read?
They used a lot of long words, and the grease didn't help. But I know they think I did it.
You can't blame them for being suspicious, dear. Why did you leave Langston on the night of the murder?
I had an argument with Uncle Ernest. He kept on calling me a half-wit, and I'd had enough.
So you decided to teach him a lesson by leaving home?
I only wish I'd stayed. It's lonely here in Burnham.
And now the police think you're a killer.
Oh.
That's right, Margaret. Rub it in.
Sorry, dear.
Now, you mustn't panic, Colin. We won't let anything bad happen to you, now will we?
Of course not.
But we do need your help. Can you think of anything that might have got your uncle killed?
I don't think so. Except...
Yes?
Uncle Ernest was murdered in your library, wasn't he?
We found him face down in the crime section. Oh, it was horrible.
On the afternoon I left, I was working in the stockroom. Uncle Ernest often sent me out there if I'd made him angry. I was lifting boxes off the shelves when I heard someone come into the shop. He started talking with Uncle Ernest, and I think he mentioned the library. It must have been important because Uncle Ernest came back to see me.
You're very quiet in here. I hope you haven't been eavesdropping.
No, Uncle Ernest, of course not.
Well, see that you don't. If I catch you listening in, you'll feel the back of my hand.
I didn't dare listen to much more, but I'm sure they said something about a book, a valuable book. And then something strange happened. I haven't heard Uncle Ernest laugh since my cat was run over, but he suddenly started to chuckle.
It's too funny for words. Those daft old biddies are sitting on a fortune, and they haven't got a clue.
Daft old biddies? Whoever did he mean?
Think carefully, Colin. Have you any idea who visited your uncle that afternoon?
I didn't really see him or hear his voice. He spoke in a sort of whisper.
If you remember anything more about him, contact us at once. We'll be back home in Langston continuing our investigation.
But aren't you taking me with you?
I think it's best if you stay here for the time being. Keep yourself to yourself and try not to worry. Oh, and Colin.
Yes?
For the sake of your neighbours, please take a bath. A falling out of thieves. That's clearly what happened.
I'm sorry, dear.
It seems we had a very valuable book on our shelves.
As far as I'm concerned, they're all valuable.
Oh, to their readers perhaps, but I doubt if they'd fetch much on the open market. Except for one.
I'm not sure I follow.
Somebody must have spotted it on our shelves and gone to Mr. Pepper for his professional opinion. No doubt they agreed to steal it together. But obviously something went wrong and Mr. Pepper ended up dead.
And you worked out all that from what Colin told you?
Well, I'd like to think all those years reading Agatha Christie haven't been entirely in vain.
We must go to the police and tell them what we've discovered.
Oh, you're forgetting, dear. We haven't any proof. I'm afraid they'd simply ignore us.
But there must be something we can do.
We need to find out who was in the library with Mr. Pepper. Oh, but that's always been the case. I'm sorry to say it, but we're back to square one.
The Perfumed Garden? I'm sorry, Major Blewett. We don't have that title in stock.
What a pity. The wife's just been fitted with an artificial hip, and we wanted to try out something new.
Oh, we can always order you a copy.
Eh?
We can always order you a copy.
Oh.
You just need to fill out this little card.
Afternoon, ladies. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
Oh, of course not, Robin. We're never too busy for you.
Is this where I write my address?
Here, let me. My hands are more steady.
Thank you.
I'm going back to university next week, so I thought I'd better return all the books I've borrowed.
We'll miss having you around, won't we, Margaret?
That's right, Major Blewett. Sign at the bottom.
How's the investigation going? You still haven't found Mr. Pepper's killer, I take it?
No, I'm afraid not. We did manage to track down Colin, though. Your idea of checking our records worked a treat.
I only suggested it to keep you out of mischief. I didn't think you'd find anything.
Major Sebastian Blewett.
Sadly, Colin was less helpful than we've been expecting. Unless we think of something else, we'll have to let the police catch the killer on their own.
I can't say I'm sorry. Anyone who can hit a man hard enough to knock out his glass eye must be pretty violent. I wouldn't want you tangling with a creature like that.
Margaret, are you asleep?
Go there.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Margaret, wake up!
Dorothy, whatever's happened, it's the middle of the night.
Put your teeth in and come down to the kitchen. We need to talk.
Talk? What about?
About Mr. Pepper. Oh, Margaret, I think I know who killed him.
I simply can't believe it.
I made us both a nice cup of tea. It's good for shock.
You must tell the police what you've worked out.
Well, as I've said before, they'll want concrete proof, but I think I know how to get it.
Oh?
What does Miss Marple do when she wants to catch a killer red-handed?
She sets a trap.
Precisely. And so shall we. Now, I hope you're in the mood for a little more travel. We're going back to Burnham again, first thing tomorrow morning.
Oh.
then, Colin. Are you sure you understand what you have to do?
I think so.
I'll dial the number, but you'll have to do all the talking.
Isn't this exciting? I'm covered in goosebumps.
It's ringing.
Remember what I told you to say.
Hello? This is Colin Pepper. Don't talk, just listen. I know you killed my Uncle Ernest.
Oh, you're doing splendidly, dear.
I don't care that he's dead. I always hated him anyway. But I want money.
Now arrange a meeting place.
If you don't want me to go to the police, you'll come to Langston Parish Church. The vicar never locks it, so we can discuss terms inside.
You've almost finished, dear.
Meet me there at midnight, and make sure you come on your own.
You were wonderful, dear. Let me give you a hug.
I need it. Look, I'm trembling.
I can't believe how good you were. Oh, I'm so proud of you.
I'm just glad it's over, that's all.
I only wish it were, Colin. We've baited our trap, but we've yet to catch our prey. I'm afraid the dangerous part is only just beginning.
We must want my head examining.
Sorry, sir.
I should be tucked up in a nice warm bed by now, not crouching behind some tombstone in Langston Churchyard.
Yeah, well, there's no harm in seeing what happens. I mean, it's not as if we've got any other leads to follow.
I only hope none of our colleagues find out we've let two little old ladies embroil us in them madcap schemes. We'll both be laughed off the force. Shh, what is it?
I thought I heard something.
I expect it's my stomach. I haven't eaten for hours.
No, there he is again.
Good evening, gentlemen.
What are you doing here? I thought he told you to stay at home.
Colin didn't want to come here on his own, and I can't say I blame him.
Where is the Pepper boy, anyway?
He's just going into the church now.
Is that him? I didn't recognise him without his ginger afro.
With any luck, the killer will be along shortly.
He better be. Otherwise I'll run the lot of you in for wasting police time.
Don't be so negative, Inspector. Our plan is absolutely foolproof.
Except for one thing.
I'm sorry.
I've just thought. We're all expecting the killer to follow Colin into the church. But what if he's inside already?
Colin! Colin, are you all right?
Oh, if anything's happened to him, I'll never forgive myself.
He hit me on the back of the head.
Oh, thank heavens! You're alive!
He was going to do it again, but he heard you coming.
Where is he, lad?
He ran off towards the back of the church.
Well, he won't get out that way.
Look, Inspector, there he is.
Give it up, son. It's over.
Look out! He's running for the door.
It's all right. Got him. Well done, Freud. Let's see who's under the ski mask.
Struggling.
Well, well, ladies. It seems you were right.
Let go of me. Let go of me at once.
Oh, Robin, why did you do it?
I'm not saying anything until I've seen a solicitor.
You can see who you want, but you've just been caught in the commission of a very serious crime. You're going down, son. And I'm afraid that's that.
The entire case turned on Mr. Pepper's glass eye.
Another glass of champagne, Mrs. Shelton?
Oh, why not? It isn't every day that Langston Library celebrates its 100th birthday.
I do wish you wouldn't interrupt, Margaret. I was trying to talk.
Sorry, dear.
Mr. Pepper's eye was knocked from his head when he was struck from behind.
Was it, by Jove? I didn't know that.
No one did, Major Blewett. It wasn't mentioned in any of the papers or on the news.
But Robin referred to it when he visited the library.
Anyone who can hit a man hard enough to knock out his glass eye must be pretty violent.
You were there, Major Blewett. You must have heard him.
Pardon?
It seemed odd at the time, but it wasn't until the middle of the night that I realised there was only one way he could have known about it.
Yes? He must have been present at the scene of the crime.
Thank you, Margaret. I was about to say that.
We didn't want to believe it, of course. We were both rather fond of him. But we knew that we had to bring him to justice.
And that's when I got involved.
By persuading Colin to blackmail him, we knew we'd force his hand. Unfortunately, Margaret failed to spot the flaw in our plan, and Colin ended up with 17 stitches.
It was worth it. At least I don't have to live in Burnham anymore.
Oh, you have both shown enormous courage, ladies. Miss Marple would be proud.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Shelton.
But there is one thing I don't understand. Why did Robin murder Mr. Pepper in the first place,
This is the book that caused all the trouble.
The Mysterious Affair at Styles by Agatha Christie.
It's the first edition. Robin told us where to find it.
Oh, he's made a full confession, then.
I think he was rather glad to unburden himself.
The book isn't in very good condition, is it? Who'd lay out money for something so tatty?
Someone who wanted to complete his collection, I suppose. Robin was going to steal it and let Mr. Pepper sell it on.
But why did he break into the library in the middle of the night? He could easily have sneaked it out whilst we weren't looking.
Well, that was his original plan, but he was double-crossed. As he walked home from the pub, he saw Mr. Pepper forcing open one of the library windows and climbing inside.
There you are, my beauty. Come to Daddy.
Angry, and somewhat the worse for drink, Robin climbed in after him.
What the hell do you think you're doing, eh? We had a deal.
Oh, back off, boy. This library owes me money, and I'm not sharing.
There was a struggle, which Mr. Pepper appeared to win, but as he bent to retrieve the book, Robin struck him over the head with his own crowbar. A single blow in the wrong place can be fatal, and Pepper was unlucky. When he realised what he'd done, Robin picked up the book and the murder weapon and took to his heels. But he couldn't run fast enough to escape the consequences of his actions. And, thanks to you, he'll be paying for them for the rest of his life.
Oh, what a terrible business.
Look on the bright side, ladies. You saved an innocent man and helped bring a guilty one to justice.
Well, that's some consolation, I suppose, but I think we'll be leaving the detective work to Miss Marple from now on.
I can't say I'm sorry to hear it.
We've already decided which of her novels we'll be reading next.
Oh, yes? And which one is that?
Oh, come along, Sergeant. I'm surprised you need ask. In the circumstances, only one title seems appropriate. What else could it be but The Body in the Library?
In Murder by the Book by Stephen Sheridan, Dorothy was played by Mary Wimbush and Margaret by Doreen Mantle. Mr. Pepper was played by John Evitts, Colin Leighton Pugh, Robin Alex Hutchinson, Mrs. Shelton Elizabeth Morgan, Inspector Cornish Trevor Nichols, and Sergeant McBride Chris Stanton. Other parts were played by members of the cast. Murder by the Book was a peer production for BBC Radio 4, directed by David Blunt.